Hello, Facebook Live. How are you? Welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays. Woo-hoo. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I am excited to be on today. Shanti_K, Peter Leggy, and Ayuda en Español. Evangelina07. How are you? Lopez Garcia. I'm totally going to mess up that name, so I'm going to... Hi, Sammy. How are you? Edgar, how are you? Stephanie LM1231. I'm excited to be here, actually. And just FYI, if you guys hear Marley barking, this is my bribe. It's a little chew. It's a bakeroni or something like that. It's bacon or pepperoni. So sorry if my dog barks. He does not like my attention on other people. He likes it on himself. So. Oh, he's going to go chill on the couch. So anyways, welcome to Wealthy Wednesday, guys. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited that this is the third, that we're coming to the, first quarter, so the third month of the year. And as you guys can see, and I'm just excited for the financial boot camp that's happening right now that just started on March 5th, which was yesterday. And so I'm really excited about the women that are there and what they're going to be creating, and also what we've been creating for those that just graduated. I got to share this testimonial really quickly. I got a text message, and I did post this on my Insta story, of someone that said she couldn't believe that just in a 5-week transformational boot camp, the first week she was already noticing results. And so that to me was like huge. And then when we sat down, mind you, she is not my client. She didn't do any business with me. We literally just restructured her finances in a way that would support her. And in 2 visits from 1 week to the next, we were able to pay off $26,000. So super excited. And she's going to pay off one loan that was a loan she bought her house with in a 1.5 years. So I'm even more excited than ever. So yes. All right. Let me see who else is on here. Diane, how are you? FICO, thank you so much for joining. Ileana, it's so nice to see you. Hello, Valerie. Hi, honey. How are you? Where are you? Hey, Gabby. I saw your name coming through my calendar. I'm excited to see you. Debbie Donuts, George, 7X, Darlene. How are you? Miss Anna. Let me see here. Who else is on here? Let me see. Thank you for Dazzling Jay. Let me see who else. Ana Linda. Hello, beautiful. Diana, how are you? AJ, how are you? Oh, thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Pink 75, AJ 914. Julissa B, how are you, beautiful? Hopefully I'll soon see you at my office. Milkshakes, that's my best friend. Ayuda en Español, yes, absolutely, 100%. So I'm excited. So let's get started with, let me see here. Gabriela Torres watching this in math class and booked a new appointment today. Hey, yes. Honey, yes, you get to come home. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. So let's get started. So welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays for those that don't know me. And if you guys do know me, you guys know what to do. Put in the city you guys are tuning in from, because I always love knowing where you guys are at. I've been very fortunate enough to have people from New York and other parts of the United States, the Philippines, like all kinds of crazy like places that I mean, obviously New York is not crazy and neither is the Philippines, but I'm saying like places that, to be quite frank with you, my office is in Whittier, so I love being able to touch lives in other places of the world. So thank you. So if this is your first time, please make sure, and if it's not your first time, please make sure that you guys post what city you guys are tuning in from. And if you're a first timer, please put it's your first time, because I don't know if it's your first time or not. And if it is, welcome. Wealthy Wednesdays was created by all of you guys just asking me questions and me being able to create through this platform answers, not just for one person, but for that one question that probably many have, or maybe many didn't think about, that maybe would one day need answers to those questions in the future. So with that said, is how we created Wealthy Wednesdays. And so it's been questions you guys have asked, it's been questions from clients, and ultimately as well, it's been scenarios and things that I can support and empower you guys maybe in sharing some knowledge that I've seen just from this side and this perspective of things, right? So Lee Maria 14, first time from Texas. Apps, welcome. Dee, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. South El Monte, woo-woo. I actually grew up in South El Monte, so Yeah, I'm excited. I love that. So lovely, Rosie. How are you? Okay, so let me see. Edward Torres, your first time too. Diane, it's your first time too. Wow. I really thought I had seen you here before. Arturo Ortega, Steven Gonzalez, Billy Billings MT. Hello. Congratulations on your beautiful family. By the way, it's growing and I love it. I love seeing that. So, Wealthy Wednesdays. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys love the content, please give me some hearts. I absolutely love hearts. Naturally, whether you like me or not, I'm a human being and I appreciate love because I believe love is the answer to everything, including your finances, to be quite frank with you. You get to love yourself to say yes to certain things and no to other things. So, morning love, how are you? It's so nice to see you. And of course, my husband would get home at this time and my dog would go crazy on Wealthy Wednesday. Hey, I love it. So let's talk about the topic. The topic for today, if you guys received my Wealthy Wednesday tip that I send, or whether you're on Instagram or Facebook, the topic has really been about having an accountability partner, right? It's so crucial and important. And whether it be your friend, right? Whether it be your sister, whether it be your mother, whether it be your spouse. I know sometimes with spouses it could be a little tricky, right? Because they want to hold you accountable, but maybe an argument can like arise from that. So let's just be mindful that find someone that, one, you trust, and two, hi honey, and two, that you know has created bigger results than yourself. That you can ultimately say, hey, I want X. Could you support me with that? It might mean an accountability call. It might mean, one, an accountability call. Two, it might mean whether it's once a week. It could be maybe twice a week, maybe once a month, maybe it's a daily thing. I don't know. Whatever that looks like, just know that today's tip is to find an accountability partner, someone that can hold you to your higher standard, because we don't always see ourselves in our best version of ourselves. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And maybe this is your best version right now and somebody sees something greater for you than you see for yourself. So I highly encourage. I know there's a lot of, personal coaches out there, all of that. You can definitely hire one of them as well. They're going to obviously hold you accountable to a lot of different areas of your life. But a lot of friends are willing to do so, and I'm going to tell you why I feel it's been the case. Because you both may want something. And so holding yourselves, this is why a lot of people, have not accountability partners, but this is why you have gym buddies, right? This is why in the morning you go to the gym and if you didn't make it, they say, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? So maybe you have a gym partner, and maybe if it's not your gym partner for the gym, maybe obviously in the financial realm, it's maybe you get to go see your CPA not only just once a year, maybe it's your CPA twice a year. Maybe it's your financial person, hint, hint. Maybe I get to, it's not even a maybe, I actually hold people accountable to what they said they wanted to accomplish. A lot of the times the stories get in the way of saying, oh, I don't know if I could save money because life happens. I don't know if I could buy a house because life happens. I don't know if I could send my kids to college because we need food on the table every single day. And well, let me tell you something. Being able to detach yourself emotionally from your finances and thinking logically will ultimately support you. It's having someone that can help you get there. Right? I have had accountability partners in the past, and actually I have them now. They're in a different form. My accountability partner, could be, I have someone that helps me with a lot of marketing. So it might be Mary. It could be one of my assistants, just because I let them know, hey, I want to get this done, and it is your responsibility for you to continue to ask me about this, even though, one, I may get annoyed, or even though I'm like, oh my God, not right now. But just knowing that that person will hold me accountable will ultimately get the job done. I know some of you have asked, like, how do you do so much? And there's times that I do feel that I do a lot, and then there's times where I feel like I'm not doing enough. But ultimately, the reason why is because I look at a bigger scale of things. Instead of most people plan their day, or they plan their week or their month. I've already planned out 2019. The days I'm gonna have events, the boot camp dates, most of them, the locations are already pretty much booked. when I can be able to have workshops, when I'm going to be able to work, what we really want to attract, the type of client that we want to work with, because even though I want to provide support for everybody, not everybody is a perfect fit, and we may not just be a perfect fit. So the reason why I bring this up is because use the people that you've hired to hold you accountable to something you've said. And how that can be done, it could be a mutual, a relationship is, one, show up to your annual reviews, whether it be your doctor or a dentist, whether your CPA, your financial planner, show up to annual reviews and be open and honest about where you are, whether you're scared, whether you're like, okay, we changed our plan, now we want to go this route, right? So, I appreciate it. JC Cuevas, estaría padre que lo hicieras en español. Gracias por el consejo y lo vamos a tomar. Muchísimas gracias. So again, now my head's spinning because I'm thinking, how can I create that? Whew, those are my squirrel moments, see? So I'm going to ask you, who would that be, or who would that look like for you? Because all of us have, whether they're personal goals or whether they're financial goals, right? And then they could be, I'm going to save, $5,000 this year. How am I going to be held accountable for that? Or it could be, I'm going to pay off a credit card this year. Okay, so who's going to hold you accountable to that, right? So I'm going to ask you, Amal, big girl, how are you? So who is your accountability partner? Do you even have one? And if so, who is it? So I want to know. Let's see. Should I maybe pick on someone? Or who'd like to share? Let me see. Anybody would like to share? I know I have some people out there that would love to share. All right. Let's see. My husband's blowing me kisses, so I had to turn around. So Emma, hey, beautiful. So I'm curious to know, Emma, who holds you accountable? I'm curious to know that. Emma is a beautiful friend and a client, and I love the fact that she holds herself to a higher standard. She wants to have it all, right? The whole model of my boot camp is worthy of having it all, and she's working it, and she's putting in her dues for what she's currently doing. So I want to know, how do you hold yourself accountable to what you're currently doing, right? D says, you, LOL, and my BFF. Awesome. Okay, great. Ayuda en Español said, I need to make an appointment with you. Yes, I know we have an appointment, which is great. Hey, Passion with Pam, how are you, beautiful? All right, who else? I'm just curious. Do any of you have your spouse hold you accountable? I'm just curious. I don't know. I'm just curious. Adriana Rosales, hello. Vanessa Alcaraz, Pomona in the house. Jocelyn Carrillo, I want to know, who holds you accountable to, I know you work for LAUSD, so who holds you accountable to maybe getting your lesson plans in? Mapu says me, MJ Customs, how are you? Like, really think about that. And if you don't have an accountability partner, who is a person that you can ultimately go and say, I would want them to hold me accountable? Have you ever asked them? Maybe they're dying to hold you accountable, because look, when you become an accountability partner, it's not just like, let me hold you accountable. Now you have to hold yourself accountable to a higher standard. So I invite you to maybe ask that person, because even though you think that they may be helping you, you may just be helping them as well. So, honey, who's your accountability partner?
I have many.
Okay, would you like to share one?
My business coach.
Okay, great. So we're gonna talk about that. Hi, you want to just come in, since you already kind of just walked through my Wealthy Wednesday. So let me see. Monica Romo says, I agree with Dee. Every time money decisions come in mind, I think of my sessions with you. Great, and you make them. See, Monica Romo, she makes them. They're conversations. I may not sit with her and be on a monthly basis, but I hold her accountable to something that I know. I remember, Monica, when you said, I want to take my family out on a vacation and pay cash. I said, great, how are we going to do that? And something so simple like, jot all the money you make, so that this way you know how much money you make, right? So that's great. Let me see. Shanti goes, Oh, I can't read that all in Spanish all really quickly. So Ayuda en Español says, thank you. Yes, George is always making sure the bills are paid and on time. He's super credit conscious. Wonderful. I love it. That's being accountable, right? That's like paying your bills. That's who holds you accountable to pay your bills. So come here and speak into your business coach, honey.
Marley's going to start barking.
He's going to start barking because he was playing with them. So just, you obviously have a business coach. Can you please get in here? Okay. So you have a business coach, and what does he hold you accountable to?
We have growth conversations. So
Perfect.
as far as accountability, so once a week we have a conversation, and today in the morning, you heard it. It's at 8 a.m. He is someone that is somewhat through our company. He lives in Kansas. Okay. And he is part of our kind of the coaching group in our company. And so as far as what he keeps us accountable to is in the beginning of the year, I have certain goals and things I want to hit. And so it's a check-in on how that's going. And then whatever's coming up, any mindset issues, and then it's a 30-minute conversation, very direct. It's a, on a scale of 1 to 10, how direct, it's a 10. There's no sugarcoating.
So in other words, there's no fluff. It's straight business. Get to the point. Correct. Get to the numbers, not how was your day. Because do they care? Of course. That's already of course they care. It's more of hurry up because we have a fixed amount of time to get the most amount of results. And you said something really powerful just speaking into it. It's growth. A lot of the times, in a business, yes, you want to obviously look at the profit and things like that. But it's the growth component on scaling, because you can't go from 0 to 60 real quick. 0 to 60 goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's how are you scaling every single year? How are you growing, right? Where it's sustainable ultimately.
I think the magic with accountability and with just coaching or anything like that, it's looking at where you're at now, and then it's a process.
Yep.
Right. So where I was 6 months ago, and my thinking was completely different than it is today.
Oh, it's because you got married.
I know. So I think that's something that's really important. I shared this, I think, with you at one point. It's the analogy of the golf ball. When the golf ball's hit, from point of impact, it goes out 5 feet. It doesn't really change if you change a golf club, but if it goes out 200 feet, the ball goes on a completely different. And I think coaching or accountability does that. It keeps you in line every day or every week, however often, and it gets at the end of all of it, you just get to your place where you want to go faster.
So like the golf ball analogy, if you're going 5, what did you say, 5 feet, right? If you're constantly going 5 feet and it takes you 5 feet and 5 feet and 5 feet, you're still moving forward. 200 feet on the wrong side of things.
What I mean by that is imagine if you put a dot on the piece of paper, and from that dot it goes out, right? Yeah. And all you got to do is just switch the golf club just 1 degree. But what that 1 degree does 5 feet from it doesn't really change much. Yeah. But it's the time over time. And then once you get to 100 feet, 200 feet, the difference between that 1 degree on just the golf swing is night and day. It's the difference between the ball going completely this way or going straight.
And for all of you, it's that 1 degree can be making a choice to choose something, to say yes to one thing and no to other things, right? Saying yes to, let's just say, financial freedom versus that saying yes to that, you would say no to debt, right? And I mean bad debt, right? So that 1 degree that he's referring to really can come down to that one choice, that one important choice that you get to make so that all of the rest of the things are in alignment, right?
But it's a choice that you make day in and day out, and that's the whole idea with the golf analogy. It's not you do this one time and all of a sudden things are better. It's it's just eating the right thing in the morning, and as you do that for 100 days, then you see the results. You don't eat something good for yourself in the morning 1 or 2 days and be like, oh, this stuff doesn't work. It's the consistency of it is where the accountability comes in. Accountability doesn't work when you do it 1 day or 2 days.
Absolutely.
It is the value of it is really when you do it over an extended period.
Absolutely. So I want to see what people are saying. Hey, Luz, how are you? Damien. Hey, Marilyn. Tom, how are you? Cristina Granados, how are you, beautiful?
Hi, Marilyn.
Let's see what let's see what you guys are saying, because you guys just don't want to hear us. Por favor. It says, my accountability partner is a friend who sits with me at the beginning of the month and end of the month to make sure I know my goals and I have reached them. That's awesome. So that's wonderful.
Can I see something like that? I think the month frequency, if you really want true accountability,
Weekly?
it's daily. Yeah. I mean, the weekly, because you can't course correct. The idea of if it's monthly, you have.
Well, it depends too on what it is.
Yeah, but it's still, you have 10. I mean, if it's something that's
You said
important,
daily, right?
Yeah, if you do it per month, you have 10 opportunities to course correct, and that's too slow. Even in a weekly, on a daily.
So here you have 365 opportunities to course correct versus 10. That's actually a great point. See, I know I didn't just marry you for your looks. Hey, okay, let's see. Somebody said, D. Monica, do you recommend having a consultation with you before considering signing up for boot camp? Sign up for boot camp. You can have one before and you can have one after. So that's my answer to that. Would love to see you multiple times, right? And then it's someone else where there is a mutual respect and to take your growth seriously. Absolutely. Let's see, anybody else? Yes, someone started using your analogy. I don't think you actually shared that analogy with me, but I love it. And let's see here.
Did someone in the last comment say that would they use someone that they know?
It would use someone that they trust.
I think someone that you don't know that can be raw with you is probably more, genuine, and you're gonna get more growth out of it. Someone that you know is gonna just, be nice.
Sugarcoat it a little bit, and they don't want to hurt your feelings, and because sometimes people can be very direct, and it's a good thing, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on the topic, right? So I agree. Let's see, who else? Sorry, I'm trying to do like two things at the same time. All right, wonderful. So again, I would love to know who you guys are going to choose, and if you do happen to choose an accountability partner, please post it on here, and we'd love to know. If you guys are like, oh my God, this coach is amazing, put them on here, because we can all use different resources. I know a few personal coaches, I knew a few business coaches, and work with the ones that ultimately are going to hold you to your highest, best self. And if there is a accountability coach, or not accountability coach, but when you start looking at your reality and start accepting that you can change and course correct, and just like you're part of the problem, you're also part of the solution, I think you'll start realizing that you ultimately hold the power to take yourself to the next level. You just got to be committed, right? It's commitment, consistency over time. Really, you got to be committed to what you really want. Like you talked about, eating healthy, if that's one of your goals. So again, it's being the best version of you, and not, I think it's also really important to stay in your own truth of where you want to be. Because I think sometimes, especially with social media, or you could see other people, traveling, you're like, man, I haven't taken a vacation. Don't pay attention to that. You don't know if they just charged that or how they got there. So I think it's important that you stay true to your growth and where you want to be. And if it takes you 10 years, then it took you 10 years. If it took you a year, it took you a year. But ultimately,
can I say something?
Yeah,
about
I figured you were going to say something.
Okay.
That's why I stopped, because I could hear it. So.
Yeah. So I think the really great thing about strong accountability, and just as you make those little adjustments, right?
Yeah.
Once you start having accountability, you're going to start seeing some success. That success is going to reinforce that, hey, this accountability works.
Yes.
And continues to do that. And all of a sudden, what you think didn't work in the past now started to work. And now you reprogrammed yourself to say, that works.
Yeah.
The same thing could be said when you don't succeed at something. You try something and all of a sudden your programming says, you know what, I did not, this did not work for me, so I'm not going to try it again. And we all have that program, both from the positive and the negative.
Yeah.
So the good thing about, good accountability is it really breeds good habits. And so I think and the more good habits, more good stuff you do, it programs you to be like, oh, this works, or I can grow, and so forth. And if you don't have that, all you do is, you have no one pushing you, something happens, and then you decide to
say,
stop.
I don't matter, it doesn't matter, and voila. So anyways, I appreciate all of you guys. I hope that today's Wealthy Wednesday was a shift in your perception about where you are in your areas of your life. And again, 100% encourage all of you guys to do the financial boot camp. We've gotten some amazing results. I'm trying to share them as much as I possibly can with you guys, obviously with the permission of every single attendee, and know that it's to create results. Obviously, I'm not going to give you personal results. I'm going to give you more of the financial numbers results, and that's really what financial boot camp is going to be. So I really hope that you guys actually take the opportunity to give yourself the gift of financial boot camp and do the work. And Ayuda en Español said, yes, don't fall victim to the external pressures. Do it at your own pace and don't give up. Absolutely. So thank you. You're very welcome for the tips. Again, if you guys have not had an opportunity to go and check out the testimonials about boot camp and all that, you guys can go on the oh my God, the evamacias.com website, and you guys can actually book through there. The link is in my bio. I also am putting together a few other workshops in the future that are going to be really exciting as well. But Financial Bootcamp is super consistent. And if you guys are saying, well, how can I make an appointment with this woman? I text her and she hasn't texted me back because sometimes technology and me and my schedule, it is really super easy. Go to evamacias.com / contact, or just go to evamacias.com and click contact and go where it says book an appointment, and my entire calendar is there for, I believe, the entire year. So I believe we are booking appointments for April right now because the weekend appointments go by very, very fast. So if you're like, oh, I could only be there on the weekends, start booking your appointments, because remember, we only have so many slots. And again, I absolutely appreciate all of you, and stay focused and true to you. And I hope that I hope that you guys get to choose me to support you guys and hold you accountable to those big financial dreams that I know you guys have. So once again,